Those fresh vegetables and fruits, well, you're gonna have to do something with them. We've got the perfect way for you to cook them up in a pan, because these are truly the next evolution of nonstick. It's called Ecolution because this is nonstick that is actually made, it's actually water-based.
Yes.
Can you believe that? Water-based. It's called Ecolution Armor Shield. You're not gonna believe how beautiful these pans are. You're gonna love the weight of them. You're gonna love the performance of them is outrageous. And what we're gonna offer you today is your choice. I love this pan. It's amazing. And even look at the exterior of that, how beautiful that is. But look at the inside. That Ecolution interior is gonna not only be your nonstick, but today we have these so specially priced $39.95 for your great big 12-inch fry pan. If you want the 9.5, then we have that. It's $29.95. And your choice, or if you want to get both of them, free shipping and handling to get it to your front door. And Kelly O'Neill McGuire is joining us to tell us what makes this so different and why it performs so beautifully.
Well, why it performs so beautifully, thanks to our friends at Ecolution. Speaking of our friends, happy Customer Appreciation Month. Thank you for all of the phenomenal reviews we've gotten for this product. So to answer Alice's question, what makes these pans so different? I'd love for you to come on down here and let me show you with the cooking. You're gonna notice I'm gonna pop these shallots in, no oil whatsoever. In fact, everything that you see cooking in the pan right now, with the exception of the salmon, I have not added oil to anything in this pan.
Not a drop.
Because with this type of nonstick, it has the top of the line performance. So I want you to imagine with this set, you're taking the best nonstick pan, the best clad or metal pan to get that searing, that heat conductivity that we all want and are all striving for. And then finally, the best cast iron, that heat retention, that power. Take those three, harness them together. If you can imagine that, then you need these pans because to my knowledge, there's nothing else like them out on the market. The reason why the nonstick is so superior is because, as Alice said, it's water-based. So not only is that more environmentally friendly and it's healthier for you to cook on, what's cool about it, in my opinion, is you're getting the best bang for your buck. Our nonstick outperforms, the Armor Shield outperforms the other nonstick currently out there on the market. How much so? All right, listen to this. Within the industry, we have this test that we do. It's called an abrasion test. What the abrasion test wants to see is how many times can we scrub this pan before the coating starts to literally break off, right? We've all had that happen, the chips, the dings. Our pan went through so many abrasions. If you took 9,000 abrasions, that would be the equivalent to about 25 years with a pan. These pans made it through 100,000 abrasions. Are you kidding me? You might be passing these down to your family.
100,000 abrasions. Here's what I want you to hear. These are solid pans. These are the pans that you're gonna wanna cook in every single day. This is gonna be your new favorite. I love it, okay? You know how you can tell like wine glasses when you clink them, if they're really good crystal? That, to me, is a sign of a great fry pan. So let me give you a little update here, which is your 12-inch. Also, look at this big pan. I like how deep it is, too. 12-inch is on 4 flex payments, which means, what do you get at, I think you get at home under $10, is that right? Under $10. And also, if you want the 9.5-inch, which is the perfect size. How many times do you reach for a pan and kind of the 8-inch is too small, but then the 10-inch is too big? You're gonna love this size. And we're gonna do, I believe it's 2 flex payments. Is it 2 flex payments or 3? 3 flex payments. It's $9.98. If you wanna do the 9.5-inch pan, put them together and make a perfect set. I will give you one quick look because these are in danger of selling out. These aired earlier today, they went so quickly. It's a saute pan. Look at this beautiful pan. Comes with your lid and the buffet handle. It must be I think it's like 3 inches deep. very, very, very limited now. I think I have a couple of hundred of these available. It's $59.95. And look at the free shipping and 4 flex payments. So if you want the saute pan, grab that. It's a huge customer pick already. And we also have your saucepan. So if you want to put the entire set together, the saucepan, again, only a couple of hundred. It aired earlier today. This set has been crazy popular. $39.95 includes your lid. And we're going to do, for some reason, this, oh, I know why, because it's Customer Appreciation Month. We're going to do 4 flex payments on it. So you're just cooking up a storm here. Now, here's what I love, because how many times have you had the chicken stick to the pan because you're trying to cook healthier, you don't want to add the fat, you don't want to add the oil, and look at how beautifully this chicken has cooked. I mean, look at the caramelization on it,
great?
which is what's hard to get with nonstick.
Exactly, and you know, I went a little bit light. You can see the beautiful color that we got on the steaks. If you want that really deep char. But Alice, to your point, I didn't add any spray. I didn't add any fat. You saw for yourself, I took the chicken breast, I popped them in the pan. If you've never cooked chicken that way before, I want you to make sure that your pan is at least medium to medium-high heat. And you need to let it sit for at least 2 or 3 minutes just so those proteins can start to get comfortable and cook. And then you will have the exact same result. It's really exciting when you have cookware that has this capability. I mean, I just flipped that and already look at the color. This was the salmon that just a few minutes ago we put down. Look at how even and beautiful this piece of salmon is. And you're right, Alice, these really are the ideal sizes. So it's a great idea if you can to get both, because think about it, these are lifetime warranty, but what if the kids want some chicken and you want salmon? This way everybody is happy. And you know, it doesn't get much easier when it comes to cleanup, because you'll probably end up just wiping these out, and I'm going to show you. We're going to burn things in these pans so you can see for yourself. But let's say you really don't want to wipe your exhausted. These are also dishwasher safe. So pop them in the dishwasher when you're done as well.
Back that up. Dishwasher safe?
Dishwasher safe. Now,
you gotta love that, right?
Dishwasher safe. Now, I would always recommend, if you can, hand wash.
I don't think I've ever owned a pan that you can put in the dishwasher.
It's because it's water-based. Isn't that brilliant?
Okay,
that's why we're so excited about that water-based
nonstick. Let's talk about what makes this pan so unique, because this is unlike any other nonstick that's out there, okay? That's why, if you can, just for a second, understand what's different about it. So, Kelly, talk us through it.
Alrighty, so we're gonna compare 2 pans right now. We're gonna compare the average nonstick and the Ecolution Armor Shield nonstick. You'll first notice on the left, you've got that texture. We figured out that if you went ahead and you gave the surface a little bit of a texture, what that means is your food will actually cook more evenly. Your food will actually be juicier. Here's why. Do you notice how in the picture on the right, that piece of steak is sitting directly on the pan? But notice on the left how the Armor Shield has all the flavor, all of those juices surrounding the protein. What that means, basically, is you're now able to be kinder to your food. You're kinder to your protein. It's less aggressive, but it's more effective. You'll also notice right now, we'd love to explain why the heat. Why the heat is so impressive in these pans. It's because it has an aluminum core. We have 3 layers of that Armor Shield. That's right, 3 layers, not just 1, but 3. They'll lock together to create that great conductivity that you would normally expect out of a really expensive clad pan. And of course, these are oven safe. It's got that great stainless steel handle and that extra boost of conductivity with that stainless steel base. So what that translates to is super delicious food that only takes a couple minutes to make. I mean, Alice, this is what I call fast food. Look at how gorgeous these lemons came out. We just dropped those in. That's just in the same pan that salmon was in.
That salmon is totally restaurant quality. Totally restaurant quality. And by the way, I love it when you guys read your reviews, okay? Because it takes, we appreciate you so much, and we really appreciate you taking the time to write the reviews. People read them. I hope you will read them and read them about these pans. This is the 12-inch I have in my hand right now. The 9.5-inch pan has all 10 perfect 5-star reviews. Perfect reviews. Now, who all agrees on cookware? Because, you know, we all go in the kitchen, we all have cooked different ways, and this is gonna be that high-performance cookware. You can put it in the dishwasher. You will love the weight of it, I feel, and it's not heavy, understand that. What it is substantial. I pick up some cookware these days, and you know how it almost flies out of your hand? You know, because it is so lightweight, they've used no materials. are solid pans that you are looking at here. And then with that special non-stick coating that is water-based. I love the texture, actually. I think it's not just visually appealing, but it has a real purpose to it, too. But 3 layers of this.
3 layers. And okay, we're talking about being able to get actual beautiful searing, beautiful caramelization, beautiful char. Look at that on your asparagus. When you see that char, that's actually, it's super interesting. It's sugar that's converted inside of your fruits and veggies. So if you have, yeah, isn't that cool? So if you have kids that maybe won't eat your veggies, or maybe you're not a big veggie fan, add a little bit, oh, sorry about that, I moved the pan. Add a little bit of color to it. You can finally do that with these pans. And Alice, I love that you were talking about the weight of a pan. That's super important for another reason. When a pan is heavier, it's going to hold on to the heat even longer.
Right. So that's why we loved our cast iron so much, right?
Exactly.
This is almost that perfect hybrid. So you can see that I can pick this up with one finger. But again, it is not one of those little light pans that almost just float out of your hands. It is the cross between, to me, anyway, it's like a cross between your traditional nonstick and your cast iron, because the way this cooks, I like the surface of it. The surface actually reminds me of cast iron. Can we get a really, really close up of the surface? When you see the surface, doesn't it look like cast iron?
It does. It does. It looks like it, but it still feels a little bit, it's not as abrasive to the touch, I would say.
Right.
But don't forget, that texture is what's making every bite juicy. That texture is what's keeping your proteins from getting too aggressively treated. It's new technology, it's super brilliant, and actually, you know, I hope you've been paying attention, because while I've been cooking, I haven't been adding any oil, I haven't been adding any fat. I've been using the exact same 4 pans this entire time you're watching everything being cooked live. And if you would be so kind, I would love for you to come to the front. We are going to burn and burn and burn this cheese, and then we're gonna use the pan and cook some eggs in it, just like I am going to let this red wine over here just over caramelize, because I want isn't that great? I want you to see for yourself that these pans are the real deal. They really don't stain. They really are that easy to clean up. Now, of course, you can pop these in the dishwasher, but always remember, if you're trying to get the most life out of anything in the kitchen, always wipe it off by hand. It's gonna get the best experience.
And which is most limited, Pat? Which is gonna be the first to sell out? We're very limited with both of these. So which one? The 9.5. We have the final 500 now if you want the 9.5 inch. If you want the 12-inch, frankly, just a couple of hundred more of that. Whichever one you want. We're doing free shipping. We're doing crazy flex payment. We want you to try this line. Once you get this home, you will understand why we have fallen in love with it, why you have fallen in love with it, why it has all those perfect reviews, because it is just that cross between like a cast iron, because it does hold that heat. It does so beautifully, but it's quick and easy cleanup. This is nonstick. That is unlike any other nonstick in the marketplace, because this is a water base. What does that mean? No chemicals. You have no chemicals then in your nonstick. Is that right, Kelly?
It's a new type of technology. Yep, so it's safer for you to cook on as far as not having to worry about it. But I love it too because it's safer for the environment. So not only is your food going to taste absolutely delicious, you can feel good about having the peace of mind that you've got something that's just making other parts of our life a little bit better. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Okay. Did you put any butter in it? Did you put any oil in there?
I literally took the bread, put it right into the French toast batter. In fact, we're gonna add some egg right to the front to our lovely veggies, because the secret to a super fluffy frittata, Alice, is of course whisking your eggs all the way first. But aside from that is also having a super hot pan. And because this pan has
wait, are you using a metal utensil, Kelly?
You can use any type of
But
utensil.
wait, Kelly, you're really going after that.
You know what? I mean, these are the real deal.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna love that.
You don't have to baby these pans. In fact, I just brought out some
You'll understand when you get it.
mac and cheese from the oven, and I have to tell you, Alice, there is a pineapple upside down cake I have to get out for you, because these pans are phenomenal for baking. Phenomenal.
What is that over there? Is that mac and cheese?
It is mac and cheese.
Oh my gosh, that ain't right.
And look at the way that it's rushed.
That is not right. That is so far over there. Look at these beautiful pans and understand that now you have the best of all worlds. And today you have it at a crazy, crazy value. We've taken, this is half price, okay? This is half price. Get them home and try them. Look at that. You can see even through your TV set, you know that this is different. You know that surface is going to be different. Yes, it has a substantial weight to it, but nothing too heavy. It's nothing like cast iron, because truly you can just hold them just like this. So you're gonna be able to use them. But at the same time, do you want a flimsy pan? I mean, have you ever had a pan that you put it on the burner and it kind of walked a little bit, kind of wiggled a little bit? Okay, this is the quality of the pans that you are getting right here with Ecolution. If you want these guys, you better come get them, because already today, I think everything else that we have has sold out today. I will give you another look at the saute pan, because the saute pan, the deep saute, is coming up in just a minute. But if you want that, again, just a couple of hundred now remaining in this half price sale. So basically get both of them, try it. You have 30 days. Cook in it. We don't say, oh, just get it home and pick it up and kind of eyeball it. Get your whisk out, get your metal spoons out, put it in the dishwasher, use it, use it, use it. Because if you don't love it, you have every opportunity to send it back within 30 days. You are gonna wish that you had bought every piece in this set. And I do have a couple of other pieces, so if you want to add to it, this is the day to do it, because I think this is the best price. This is the best price we've ever done on this.
Yes, this is
never,
phenomenal.
ever been this
and
price.
And the free shipping.
And the free shipping.
And all
to
the
get it home, half price and free shipping and handling. Get a pan that's fun to cook with. Get a pan that's easy to clean up. Get a pan that truly is a water-based nonstick, 3 coatings of it, and look at what you are doing over here.
All right, we're gonna look at some burnt French toast first, because sorry about that, Mike fell off. We had to go take it off before it disappeared too. But I want you to see, look at this, okay?
Look at how it just slides around.
Okay. This is burnt. If someone calls, you forget about the French toast, but look, it is not sticking. This is black burnt. It is not sticking whatsoever. In fact, that side will probably still cook beautifully. But I want you to see, even if you burn, all right, like let's get rid of this. Let's cook something else in it real quick for you.
Watch this. I mean, literally slides out. And that has egg in it, okay? Egg in that batter. Just slides right out.
Slides right out.
I'm loving the cheese.
Isn't that great? Oh, the cheese, yeah, let's get that baby out too.
So good.
Look, this is burnt cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Also slid right out. So you have seen completely burnt French toast. You've seen completely burnt cheese. And look at that, both of them, which is still white, as soon as I get that cheese grease out, perfectly clean. And we're talking about 450 degrees. That means if you wanted to, you could do a low broil. Or what I love to being able to do, Alice, is how about being able to flambe? Wouldn't that be a lot of fun?
Yes, it would.
Normally, you can, well, not in other nonsticks, so please don't do that. But in our nonstick, you absolutely can.
Stepping back to save my eyebrows.
Please,
I don't look good with that
I have something for you. I have something for you to step back with. Marshmallows.
Oh, right.
If you'd like to toast. There we go. Why not, right? We had a big one last time, so let's see what we can do. So I'm just adding a little trick.
Just saying.
A little bit. All right, a little bit of brandy. This would be fun for Mother's Day, of course.
Wouldn't that?
And then look at this. These pans are, if I can get the lighter to work, here we go. Woo!
Yeah, that'll work.
Isn't that beautiful? And you don't have to worry about the staining. You don't have to worry about bathing these pans. These are not high maintenance. These are the best. Isn't that great?
You like them a little bit burnt?
A little bit. Why not, right? So while you're doing that, I'm going to grab a pineapple upside down cake out of the oven, because these are brilliant to bake in these pans. You don't have to worry about having a soggy bottom. You don't have to worry about your deep dish pizzas now having a schlumpy crust. All you have to worry about is making sure you get a piece. Because when you bake in these pans, not even just cooking, but when you bake in these pans, you will be so pleased with the results. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, my dear.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if I am, here we go, big finale. Beautiful pineapple upside down cake for you. And away we go. All right, here we go. How did it do?
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that gorgeous? The sides are so golden brown. It's so even. It's not dried out. In fact, if you look carefully at the top, you can see all the beautiful fresh caramelization. When you see that moisture on the top of a pineapple upside down cake, That is a sign of excellent execution.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Best part,
beautiful.
wipe it out.
If you want the
Clean.
9.5 inch, it